What's up, you guys? Just turned 30 today. Damn, man. Just been reflecting a lot on my 20s and just all the things that have changed in the last 10 years. Like, where I was at 20 to where I am now, like, you wouldn't even imagined it. And you really, like, it really just comes down to alignment. The sooner that you remove the drugs and alcohol, the sooner you remove the vices, the sooner that you remove the negative habits and the negative relationships, the sooner that you start walking into your destiny, the sooner that you start walking in alignment with who He created you to be. Because I'm telling you, that's all that it really comes down to. It's really just a matter of alignment. If you can align, you will realize your potential effortlessly, naturally. But it's when we are out of alignment that we think that we have to do it on our own, that we have to strive, that we have to make it happen, that we have to do these things. And it's so hard and it's so difficult. I'm telling you, you will be guided to the fulfillment of your desire if you remain in complete alignment. This is the craziest thing about it, is that people complicate the fuck out of it. But I'm telling you, it happens effortlessly if you just walk in alignment. If you zone out all the distractions, all the noise, all the vices, all the things that have nothing to do with your life, and you walk in alignment with God, your conscience, the authentic voice of God, you're at peace. Because you know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and God will move through you at exactly the right times. I'm telling you, this is how it works. Everything that I teach on my channel, I'm literally embodying. Everything that I teach, I break it down better than anyone. It's like, what's actually taking place? Oh, there's programs in your subconscious mind that are causing you to take actions and get results that you don't want to get. We need to remove those. How do you remove them? Do the daily habits that I teach. If you can show up every single day and do the daily habits that I teach, you will elevate, you will step into who He created you to be, you will align with your higher self, the visions will start to become revealed to you, because that's what happens. You go through a situation and you think that this situation, oh man, this is such a terrible situation, whether it be a breakup or financial issues or a social setting or some circumstance that takes place. Let's give the breakup, for example. You think that that's the worst thing. No, we were meant to be, it was supposed to happen. If you saw it through God's eyes, you'd be like, oh, this needs to happen. In order for me to become the version of myself that I desire to be, this has to take place. I have to let this go. And I'm telling you right now, all it comes down to is surrender. You're going to be called to do things at different times in your life, and you're going to have to give. You're going to have to let go and trust God. Give it to God. Okay, so you're going through that situation with the breakup. That situation's taking place. You want to hold on to it. There's a part of you that wants to hold on to it. There's another part of you that knows that is necessary in the evolution of your spirit and in order for you to become the version of you that you want to be, so you can fulfill your potential and realize your purpose in this life. So that's the contrast. The lower self and the higher self. The ego and God. This is what these daily habits will do. Doing these daily habits every day, you are choosing your higher self at all costs. So then naturally, the lower self just starts to get weaker and weaker because you're no longer feeding it. You're doing the things every day that are going to align you with your higher self. Your lower self is starving. Your lower self is craving those addictions that you are engaging in, the drugs, the drinking, the porn, the junk food, the negative relationships, the ego, the hate, the judgment. That is all being removed because you are stepping into who He created you to be. You are stepping in and aligning with God. And as you align with that version of you, that other part of you gets weaker and weaker. You no longer feed it. It's dying off more and more every single day. And as it dies off, you naturally become the version of you that you want to be. Because I'm telling you right now, the only thing that's holding you back is that lower self, is the ego, is the version of you or the part of you that is clinging to comfort, thinking that that's an option. I'm telling you right now, the vices aren't an option. For the version of you that you want to be in this life, the vices aren't an option. I don't care what anyone has told you. I don't care what anyone's doing. This is about you and your connection with God. And I don't care what anyone says. I know if you eat junk food, I know if you watch porn, I know if you drink or do drugs, even the littlest bit, it's not right. You shouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't do it. If you were completely aligned with who he created you to be, you wouldn't do it. Why? Because where is that coming from? Where is that desire coming from? That desire is coming from a place of seeking instant pleasure. Why are you seeking instant pleasure? It's because you're not whole and complete in this moment. If you were whole and complete in this moment, you would look at those things as those things would be pulling you out of alignment. So I choose to not do those things because I know that those things are going to give me the results I don't want to get. Those things are going to cause my body to feel some sort of way I don't want to feel. So I'm going to remove them completely from my life. No junk food, no porn, no alcohol, no drugs, none of it. Now, I'm telling you right now, this is the greatest life that you could possibly live. It's complete peace, complete alignment. But why can't you do that? Oh, is it because it hurts? Oh, is it because you have to let go? This is what I'm talking about. Let go. Let's let go of that version of you. Let's let go of that part of you and let's see what rises in place of it. That's the difference. That's what I'm talking about. If you can let that side of you go, something else is going to take its place, something much greater that you didn't even know existed. But it'll become aware to you, and as you become aware of it, you're going to want to tell everyone about it. And this is what I'm doing because I've gone through the adversity, I've gone through the pain, I've gone through the darkness of removing those parts of myself, removing those parts out of my spirit. Because I'm telling you right now, the tobacco, the drugs, the weed, the coke, the drinking, the porn, the junk food, the lust, all of it is not you. That's not you. That's your lower self. But it's not you. That's the devil. That's the ego. And when you remove that, you step into who he created you to be. You realize such a greater side of life that you didn't even know existed because you were engaging in all these things that were draining your energy. You realize that, right? It's literally draining your life force and you're willingly giving it away. It's the saddest thing. I see so many people who are hurting and they go and engage in those things and they don't realize they're just going to hurt more. They think they're getting the illusion that it's going to relieve them, and it does momentarily, but it only leads them to long-term pain. So if it leads you to long-term pain, why would you do it? Can you really think about it? But they don't think. They just want to escape the moment. And I'm telling you, sit with that moment. That moment's the greatest thing that could take place in your life, and that's exactly what you need. And if you can sit in that moment and go through that pain and go through that adversity and sit with it, something is going to be awakened within you because you're not faltering. You're not being altered. You are standing in the storm, standing in the fire, and watching the old you burn right before your eyes. And that's the greatest process that can take place. And everyone's going to tell you there's something wrong with that. Oh, I don't want to do that. And here's the thing. No one's even going to tell you that. No one's even going to tell you anything because no one's talking about this. No one talks about any of the things that they go through because they don't want to be open. They don't want to be vulnerable. Oh, they don't want to lay out on the table what they're really going through. Well, I'm telling you, this is full vulnerability. I'm going to tell you, you need to go through that. Let yourself go through that. And when you're ready, I'll be here for you to start walking the path, for you to start doing the daily habits, for you to be held accountable, for you to be uplifted, because this is what I'm doing in the Higher Self community. When you join me, you are aligning with me. And when you align with me, you are elevated. Simply put, you're going to elevate. If you commit, if you accept the process and you're willing to go through the fire, you're going to come out on the other side a much greater version of you and the version of you that he created you to be. And you're actually going to fulfill your purpose in this life because that's the only reason why you are here.